he loves the challenge. Like if you bring him a car and they want these certain wheels and the fitment, like he will find it, and he thrives off of like finding it, because some cars are hard to find just even wheels for because of the fitment and so on and so forth. And so
Right.
that he takes that challenge where some people would be like, I can't help you. Maybe you should try this place. You know what I mean? And he won't stop until he gets it done. But
Dedication
he
to the
loves
craft.
it. He loves like when it gets something comes in that's like, I'm like, oh gosh. He's like, oh yeah, let's go. And he'll spend out like 2 hours with people just trying to find them, even if it's just the wheels they want. So patience, but because he loves it.
Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Talkin St. Pete. I'm your host, Ryan Bogdan. Before we get into today's two amazing guests, I'm going to let you know this podcast is sponsored by Bogdan Homes. So if you know anyone looking to buy, sell, or invest in the greater Tampa Bay area, we're here to help. Find our contact information in the description below. And now, today, we have Anna and Willie Cameron with the founders of Wheel Paradise here in St. Pete. And I'm so excited to talk to these two because they got some cool things going on at their shop out there on 5th Ave North. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you having Ryan. 5th Ave North in the heart of St. Pete. Is it the heart of St. Pete? I mean, just on the outskirts of where we're at right now, but thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are here. It's really cool. And it's funny because somehow, and I'm not, there's no, I'm not mad about it, but somehow I ended up in the beauty industry of St. Pete. You know, like got introduced to one person. Now we're having plastic surgeon on, a Botox lady. We're having a spray tan lady on. I was like, how did I get in this world? And I literally said to Dom, I said, man, I need like a mechanic. I need someone on the show. You know, I need change it up. And then we got connected, and so this works out real good because people care about their cars in Florida. They do.
They need to care more about their cars.
Yeah, tell us. Yeah. So, like, just quick, high level. Like, what is Wheel Paradise? You'll describe it better than me.
Wheel Paradise is a vision of beautifying your vehicle. I'll put it in terms that you might be able to understand a little bit more. So, you buy a house and you have all these ideas, and you really don't know how to execute it. I'm like the interior designer of your vehicle. So just give me a photo, give me a vision, tell me what you've seen, what you think, and just let me do the rest.
Okay, that was a great description. So you're beautifying cars.
I like to say we do the cool stuff. We don't do a ton of mechanic, but we make it look pretty.
Right.
We make it look nice. We make it look different.
You add personality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your car should have personality. I just had this conversation with my wife today. She just got a Yukon Denali about a month ago. We haven't done anything to it. I picked her up at the airport this morning, and this lady opened my door, and she thought I was her husband, her husband's truck. So you have to be able to differentiate yourself. There's got to be a way, so that's the vision. You have to, like, I don't want to just...
You don't want the cookie cutter car.
You don't want the cookie cutter car.
Else.
Go pick up your kid in the line, and there's 3 or 4 same vehicles.
You know who's who.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do to that Denali?
That's where we're at. We have
We're very opposite.
Yeah.
So
we have some stuff on the drawing board. We just got to figure it out.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so how did Wheel Paradise come to be? Let's get a little background between both of you. Like how long have we been open? Where did the vision start? I know a little bit of background. Like you were selling wheels before, working for someone else, which and then things changed. But take us like from the top. How do we get to where we are today?
Life. Honestly, he did very, very well at his previous job, which was a national sales rep for a very large wheel distributor in Tampa. We have 4 kids, so I've always worked full time. And one day we were just like, why don't we do this on our own and do it for ourselves, because you can do it. And so we kind of like from one day to the next stopped what we were doing. Started looking for a place, found it within 3 days, did what we had to do, and we were open a month later. And July will be
All right, little modification. We're still, yeah, no,
I told you this doesn't travel well.
no, it's okay. All right, thanks, Tom.
First weekend of July will be 4 years.
Okay,
So we opened right in the middle of COVID,
how fun.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was a great year for us. It was a
Yeah.
great, great year for us. Our first year was awesome.
Okay,
Which
okay.
is- no, most people
No,
can't say
no,
that.
no, that's good. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, okay, what made the first year great? Was there pre-marketing done before? Was it people that you knew? Like, what was the launch? What made the successful start? Because I think if there's any new business owners listening right now, they're sitting
Yeah.
here thinking, hey, I want to start this business. And the most scary thing is when I open the doors, is anyone going to show up?
Right.
And it sounds like you had the opposite problem.
It was definitely a God thing how it all happened. I mean, everything was perfectly in place and it just worked out. And then it was kind of like, God, this is your business. Have your way. And people were receiving quite a bit of money from the whole COVID thing.
Yep.
We're gonna go buy wheels for our car. Because we didn't have any. I mean, in a month we didn't do any marketing. It was really
So you think was that a result of the location?
definitely helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think timing for us helped us out. Like Anna was hitting on, after COVID, there was so you were in your house, you didn't have much to do. So what do? You start thinking about what can I do? I can't really go to work. And then there was some money that was given out going into 21.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped boost the economy, which was the purpose of it, and we were on the receiving side of that.
Yeah.
As far as that was concerned, the location itself, I think, did help, and it's continuing to get better where we're at as far as location.
It's surrounding area or the shop?
Surrounding area.
Got it. Yes,
Surrounding
of course.
area.
Things are continuously developing and quickly around St. Pete.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. So you're saying, okay, so you launched, because you're right on the corner there. So you got a good location. You think people just driving by found you and it's like, this is what we need to do. Or was it website? Was it Google? Like,
St. Pete didn't have what we brought to the table. Okay.
So you filled a hole.
If you look at, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of just seeing what else is out there. Most places are red and black, blue and yellow. Kind of just, you're going to see it in your peripheral. My colors, our colors, we did that on purpose. We wanted to stand out. We wanted to be vibrant. Like if you take our building and put it in St. Pete in downtown, I feel like we fit in, but where we're at, it stood out. So I think that had something to do with it. God definitely helped open up a lot of doors and stuff for us.
And even now, a lot of our clientele is word of mouth. So because it's him and I, husband and wife, we have 2 shop techs. So we're small. So the people that have come through the doors come back and then they tell their people. So it's kind of like, it is a family owned small business. And we really thrive off giving that vibe to people. Like, people come in and talk to me and we have great conversation. And it's kind of built. I mean, we've gained a lot of friends that were just clients, you know what I mean? So I think it's a great compliment when it's, somebody told me to come here.
That's the greatest compliment.
Yeah.
It's the greatest compliment is a referral. And that's a testament to you guys and I think St. Pete because it is, small business friendly.
Yeah.
And that people love being able to talk to the owner, look the owner in the
Correct.
eye, know, okay, yeah, I'm going to go down, I'm going to see Anna, I'm going to see Willie. They're going to take care of you.
Correct.
They're going to take great care of you. Like they know exactly who they're making the referral to. It's not just the business. There's a personality behind it.
Right.
There's a difference between your corporate stores, versus that small feel of like you said, the owners being there.
So what can people who's showing up and to you? What's like so wheels? Obviously, your wheel paradise. But okay, you may see. I can tell from your response, it's not just wheels. So I show up, Willie. What's up? Like what? Hey, help me out.
So I think honestly, that's a hindrance to me.
Yeah.
Why? Because everybody thinks that we're just wheels, and oh, I don't need that, or I don't want that, or I don't know anything about that. But I do so much more. We do so much more. So when it comes to a vehicle, I can do 90% of what you need. So we're not in a position where we can say all we're doing is wheels and tires. We do everything. I'll take your oil change. I will take. Everybody needs tires. A lot of suspension work. Minor, yeah, we do alignments. Minor mechanical stuff.
So
we've done a lot of things.
if I'm looking for some typical yearly maintenance stuff,
Yearly maintenance stuff, we can do that.
so I'm coming in, but we're gonna roll out of there looking fresh.
You're always going to roll out
The
of
goal.
there. Ryan, you're going to roll in there looking fresh.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so besides but you did start off in a niche because of your prior experience in selling wheels, and now we talked about adding personality to the car. So I'm showing up. I say, Willie, here's my car. I want to jazz it up some.
Right.
What are we doing? If it's your world, you're like, look, I think we can do this. What is it?
It really depends, Ryan. It depends on the car. So you just buy a Jeep. Dude, those Jeeps I can do, I need to get you from here to, I need to narrow down your vision. Yeah. Usually nowadays what I'll just have a conversation with people. It's just really consult, design, and build. So the consult part of it is, what are your thoughts? 9 times out of 10, someone's done some Instagram looking, some Safari searching, like they've looked somewhere. They have some type of idea. So let me see what you have. Let me see what your thoughts are. Let me see what your vision is. Oh, my friend, in Colorado, his truck looks like this. I want it to look like, okay, just give me what you have, and then I can take your vision and make it a reality. I need to know where you're at.
So what are most people doing besides adding wheels?
You're either going up or you're going down. You're
Okay,
either
so
lifting, you're
lifting.
lowering.
Yep.
The stance side of it, as far as
True.
as far as I want my car to look like this.
Yeah. Are people still doing sound systems?
Sound systems, they are. I don't touch them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
I bring people in for
We
that.
can do like the rock lighting, like lighting underneath.
Yeah, that's
or
cool.
The inside, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
What? Just a little side note, because I'm curious. I feel like the sound system game is like is it still like a thing?
It is a thing.
But
nowadays
late '90s, early 2000s, like that.
The
what I
new
mean?
cars that you buy, their sound system is so good.
It's pretty good.
Ryan,
right?
what do you drive?
Kia Telluride.
I can do something with that. I feel like I asked you that.
You did.
Yeah.
I know.
Let me guess. You have the Dark Horse package.
It's what is it? The night. Oh man, you're catching me.
Is it gray and black?
It's gray and black.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know it.
You know it's blacked out. Come on.
So
Yeah.
that's interesting. So you bought it
Nightfall
like
edition,
that, right?
I think. You
bought it like that.
I bought it like that.
So we do a lot of what's called a chrome delete. So what you bought,
I think if I have Chrome. I don't know.
no, you don't, because
don't.
you bought it like that.
Yeah, they
so
already blacked it out.
Kia made a package. So they bumped you up $12,000 to $15,000 for something I could have done for $2. So what they do is they do a full chrome delete. They gloss black your wheels and they make it look a little tougher. That's actually something that we're doing a lot of for those those people that, hey, I don't want to do a lot, but give me something.
yeah.
We do that a lot.
It's funny you said that, because my sister and brother-in-law just got a new car, and I think she just said that she needs to get rid of the Chrome, so it might be.
Chrome deletes are popular. You tie it in with the wheels. We do what's called powder coating for wheels, where we just you just tell me the color you want. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Where are you guys from originally?
I was born and raised in St. Pete.
You're St. Pete.
Native.
That's it.
You're not a native.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not?
I feel like from our conversation, I remember.
No, man. I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Okay. So,
But I was raised in Tampa, across the bridge.
got it.
813.
Got it. Okay. So, but I was trying to. I think it might have been a conversation with someone else up north, because I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and I think the weather plays such a factor in what people think about their cars down here. Because up north, man, you got the salt, you got the rain,
Yeah,
you got
you
the
can't-
snow, right?
different.
And I feel like
It's always car show season here.
always car show season.
There's no, I'm going to hibernate my car,
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I need to put winter tires. We don't do that. So that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I know, like, you come down here, Pete, there's just cooler cars. Not necessarily in that, but like what people do to them.
I know, I've spent time up north, and up north, with the snow, it's like your car doesn't stay clean. Your roads are really small. You got to parallel park. I'm gonna curb rash my wheel.
Oh, done that so
Yeah.
many times. I was just in Philadelphia. I just got back yesterday, and I used to live there. But there was a conference there, and man, people literally have pieces of rubber on the front and back of their cars.
I've seen that.
Because some people, this is true. Do you know how you parallel park in the city?
Yeah.
Is you back up until you touch the person, then you pull forward.
I've seen that.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how
I've
you
seen
know.
that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we don't. Luckily, we don't have that.
Yeah.
Cars stay a little bit. The weather doesn't, play such a role. You know?
So, what part are you most passionate about?
I'll be honest, cars really aren't my
Aren't
my thing. No. I mean, it's cool to see what he does. I'm the support system, so I do like the not so fun stuff. I'm in the
keep
office.
you organized.
I
She
pay the
does.
stuff.
And Anna's the best and least expensive therapist in St. Pete. I mean, she'll come. You'll.
People come in the office, and I will just, I don't know if I, which is good. Hey, but I will hear life stories, problems, while their wheels are getting done. I'm like, I'm here for it, But like, you come in the office, and like, there's a candle. It's clean. The bathroom's clean. It's not the typical like.
the vibes are set.
Oh, I don't.
The
wanna go
vibes are
in
set.
This manly.
Yeah, on purpose. We thought about that at the beginning. I wanted to be, somewhere that you're gonna send your mom,
Yeah.
your sister, your girlfriend. Like, I don't want that intimidating fact that I feel like a lot of places that work on cars have for women, for older people. Like, it's not. You're not gonna walk in there and feel like that.
Yes. What about you? What are you most passionate about?
I love the feeling that I get when people just smile, and that whatever was in here is now in your face. That does it for me. Like, the building of a vehicle is like what I really.
Yeah, and how different is that from when you were just slinging wheels?
Because
did you get to see the after? I mean, you were.
I didn't, but I was, cars were always. I was always there, man. I remember going to SEMA in Vegas for the first time back in 2014, and I was like, yeah, this is where it's at. So, it's definitely, it was always there. And growing up, I saw my dad do it to a smaller scale on his personal stuff, and I was always in the scene. I was always around stuff like that, and it was always in me.
So what's your favorite type of car to do work to? Is it a newer sports car? You're throwing back on some muscle cars? Like, what's the, if you had a flavor?
I like to do older cars, just because they're more challenging. It's kind of easy to grab a car. I can go buy a Charger from Dodge, and give me 2 days, and it's going to look like a show car. The older cars are more challenging. The parts are harder to find. They're harder to work on. So the process of the build and the end product gives me more satisfaction. And I know you're not going to see that, So I think working with the older cars, even though, again, they are more challenging, is a little bit more.
So it's a little more rewarding for you.
It's absolutely more rewarding.
And to piggyback off what he said, that's definitely one thing I admire so much about him. And I think it would help a lot of business owners if they took the mindset of, he loves the challenge. Like, if you bring him a car and they want these certain wheels and the fitment, like, he will find it, and he thrives off of like finding it, because some cars are hard to find just even wheels for because of the fitment and so on and so forth. And so that he takes that challenge where some people would be like, I can't help you, maybe you should try this place, you know what I mean? And he won't stop until he gets it done.
Dedication to the
craft. But he loves
craft.
it. He loves, like, when it gets, something comes in that's like, I'm like, oh gosh. He's like, oh yeah, let's go. And he'll spend out like 2 hours with people just trying to find them, even if it's just the wheels they want. Um, so patience, but because he loves it, you have
Yeah,
to
no,
have a
that no,
heart.
well, you have to. I mean, you can't build what you guys are building if you don't have passion
Right.
and love for it.
I think it goes back to what you said earlier, about going somewhere and being able to speak to the owner. A lot of places, not only car places, just in general. If you go places and the guy behind the counter is an employee, he's clocking in, clocking out. Most of the time they have just a template. And as long as you're in this, in this checkbox, then I can help you. But if you're outside of this, I'm out because I'm not trained for that. I'm not here for that. So that's the difference. With me, it's like
You'll figure it out.
I'm there. Yes, I'll figure it out. I am not a paid employee like that. This is what I do. I'm very passionate about that. So yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what's the vision for the next 2-3 years? Where do you see Wheel Paradise going? Are we staying at one location? Are we expanding?
I would never expand.
Okay.
I would never expand. I would never franchise. I would never do multiple locations. I mean, I say that now, but I don't think that I ever would, just because hitting back on the point.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to. I can't multiply this, So I have to be. I'm very, very have to be there and watch every step of the process for the most part. I have a good team behind me. But that engine, I have to drive that thing.
Yes.
So location wise, we need to get a bigger location. We're running out of room, and that's
a good problem to have.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So the future is as bright as Tropicana Field. The plans are there, baby. Let's just break ground. Come on.
Yes. Which I saw another rendering just came out for a new design on Tropicana Field.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm there, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited. It's St. Pete's where it's at. I just drove here this morning for you, and I'm like, man, look at that building. There's a building that is going up that reminds me of the Flatiron Building in New York.
Yeah, it's 400 Central.
I was like, man, that is so nice. And I'm excited.
The growth of St. Pete's wild.
The growth of St. Pete is wild, and I'm not from here, so I'm
He
seeing
didn't want
it.
to come here either.
No, I didn't. I came kicking and screaming, dude.
I was not going to Tampa.
I'm from Tampa.
Oh man, you're on the wrong show.
I'm from okay, but here's the thing, I'm from
kidding.
Tampa.
He's
So
good now,
Tampa,
12 years.
Tampa, or excuse me, St. Pete to me is where you came to retire.
Yeah, but the vibe's changed.
The vibe has
Totally
changed.
Yeah.
When you came here, you're kicking up, and
Slower.
you're slower. You're on a bicycle. You're not. So I was not with it. And now I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
It's here.
It is definitely here.
We talk about it a lot. And it's happening quick.
Yeah.
Almost
St.
too
Pete's
quick.
special. There's
Yes.
such a diverse, everyone's different, but you're all just cool with each other for the most part. You know what I mean? I think St. Pete in itself is a vibe. And like I said, I was born at Bayfront. And so I've seen, just the changes going on in this area. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I know that in a couple of years, it's going to be even more wow.
I wonder what people do when they look for luxury homes.
What do you mean?
Where do they go?
What vibe are they looking for? Right? I think a lot of people, if they're from here, or if they're from up north or wherever they're coming from, if they want to be on the Tampa side, it's a totally different vibe over there than St. Pete. I think St. Pete's the come as you are. I can go to a restaurant in my flip flops. I can still have a great meal.
That's funny because I've said that before.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, dude, these people are crazy. Why are these people like? When I first moved here, I was like, because I'm used to Tampa, so
Right,
when we went out, we went out.
You went out. You put the yes.
Here it's like you're going out and.
No, but it's more laid back.
Yeah.
It is.
Doesn't mean there's a lot of money here,
There is,
Yes.
but
a
it's
lot.
it's chilling money.
It is.
It's chilling money.
you could be here by yourself. You could be here with your family.
Yeah, but there is more higher scale things coming. I think it's inevitable. It's inevitable.
There's plenty of cars here too. A lot of people have hidden cars.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting to find that out
Oh,
more
yeah.
and more. So that's definitely something that I feel St. Pete is missing, is a little bit more. We do the once a year. The Grand Prix does a lot for us, but the show that they throw down at the that we visit,
Oh, Festival of Speed.
Festival of Speed. You been
Yeah,
there,
that
Illinois?
that'd
I've
be
not been
nice.
to that. Is it nice?
That's a nice
That's a nice
show.
one. That's a nice one. I usually do
Right
it
on the water.
Yep. I feel like there's a lot of car things that happen around here. No.
There is. There could be more.
Oh, so okay.
There
So
could be more.
does Wheel Paradise have a plan to put one on?
Uh, uh, I've no, no. It's hard, man. It's tough.
That's a lot of
You know
A
what?
lot of work.
We've done a lot, and what's tough is the weather. So predicting the weather, either it's really hot, or you get a random storm that'll just blow your stuff away, and you're all set up. So it's tough
Yeah.
for us. We've done a lot in 3 or 4 years, but I've scaled down on it because I have this grandiose, like my production company in my mind is really big, and it doesn't sometimes come to life. It's okay.
The vision's there.
The vision is huge,
We've had
dude.
some successful
Yeah.
shows though.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one, we did one around Christmas time, and
At our shop.
no, where was the Skyway?
Oh yeah, that was
It
good.
was like we collected toys for tots.
Oh,
and
nice.
So, I mean, the turnout was amazing. We had so much to donate.
Yeah, I
toys
feel like
for tots.
the car is that's I mean within St. Pete, and I know around the country the car community is a thing, but St. Pete I talk about it a lot is known to me about their communities,
Yeah.
right? There's a yoga community, there's the fitness community, there's
everything.
there's
It
a car
is.
community, and they stick together.
Sure.
You know, like how many rallies are happening around
Right.
all the time, right? So
Yeah.
so you dabbled in it a little bit in terms of events and stuff.
We have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got
What
it.
you know about rallies?
A little bit, not a lot. Well, why do you ask?
Heard about it.
Yeah, you've been on a rally?
I haven't been on a rally, but when I got into real estate, my previous team owner, he did a bunch of rallies. So I was always like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm taking a rally here. I'm doing this, doing that." So,
Those are cool.
they're cool. Yeah,
That's a different clientele.
yeah,
Yeah.
How so?
That's usually exotics, supercars,
Mhm.
So those guys have a little bit different lifestyle
Yeah,
than most.
yeah, yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, because their cars are worth what some people's houses are worth.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I haven't been on one, but anyone listening that wants to take me on a rally, I'm down.
If anybody wants to invite Wheel Paradise on a rally, please let us know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I have. Yeah, I just got to ask. I haven't thought about it until right now. Your question threw me off. What do you know about rallies?
Have you been on one? Do you know? Are you planning one?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I just needed to know.
Okay, got it. We'll talk off air on that. Maybe we make
Yeah,
something happen.
exactly.
Yeah. Cool. So St. Pete. So you think missing what you you filled that gap with Wheel Paradise. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
The trajectory is great. More people are coming. If I'm on the fence, so you're gonna consult me with my car. I'm just trying to figure out like your avatar of like who comes into the shop, and who we're talking to. I mean, I think we covered that for the most part.
Here's what I run into a lot. I run into a lot. A lot of times nowadays, you can do a lot of shopping online. I do a lot of shopping online. I rarely go into a brick and mortar. When it comes to cars, it's a little bit different. So I do a lot of reverse consulting, where you bought something online thinking it was going to work and it doesn't. Now what do we do? So a lot of the things that I've learned is just, I understand, like, let's just put out all the cards. Like, you might save yourself a couple $100 by doing it this way, but I promise
Right.
you that if there's an issue, now you're gonna deal with them directly and try to
Send
get
it
your
back.
money back. It's so much more of a pain than it's really worth, because our typical transaction isn't 50, $60. It's a couple grand.
Yeah.
So let me just help you with that, and let me do the work
Yeah.
for you.
Here's a good question I have for you. Through this journey, in the shop of 4 years. If you were to start all over again, what would you do differently? Like a lesson.
Heavy hitter. What would I do differently?
I'll come to you. I'm in a different market. I say, Anna, Willie, I want to open a wheel shop, custom car stuff. But we only have 2 minutes. I just caught you in the street. You're about to go. What can you tell me?
That's a great question. Here's the thing. Nobody handed us a handbook. So I knew a lot about wheels. I knew a lot about cars, but I didn't know a lot about business. I didn't know a lot about the economics, the finances, the HR part of it. A lot of that stuff that my parents didn't hand that down to me. My mom was a teacher, my dad was a truck driver. I didn't have that. I had that entrepreneur mindset, but I didn't have that. I didn't do enough homework on the business side of it, on the back end of it. And we learned the hard way on a lot of stuff. I knew a lot of again, the front of the half.
You knew your product.
I knew the product. I knew how to speak, but there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know. That would be one thing that I would recommend to someone coming into it. You got to have both. You have to have both. I was just fortunate to have a little bit more of this than that. And now, 4 years later, I feel that's why we're a little bit different as far as, our operations, our daily, and why the trajectory is a little bit different, because we have been educated on that back end more.
Yeah, the business side, it's a whole nother realm. Whole nother realm.
Getting a good mentor or someone that can kind of guide you. Like now I'm looking like, okay, I need a business coach. I got a good accountant. I do the marketing for the most part. So
yeah, well, you guys' marketing, everything looks good.
Stepping that up a little more. We didn't take out any loans. We didn't, you know what I mean? So, he would love to have like a showroom full of all the things, but we did it with what we had and we made it work. But, like you said, I can get by with the basics, and I've kept the business afloat, for this long. So now we need to grow. Now it's time. We know we've got our feet wet. We know the ins and outs, the people. One thing we pride ourselves on is we don't let anyone leave unhappy. Or if you come back and you're unhappy, we make sure you don't stay that way. Having that personal relationship with people, like, we'll make sure you're taken care of. But as far as like the business side of it, just make sure have your team, your people that you can ask questions to.
You got to have the vision and what you're selling, and then also the back end operations and all that. All right, well, that's good advice. I think as I sit down with a lot of different entrepreneurs, everyone brings a different spice to the table of what their thing is, right? And there's a lot of people that they know how to run a business, but they have no idea. Yeah. They don't know what, they know the books, they know everything else, they have operations, but they have nothing to sell. Yeah. So it's dovetailing those two things together. Yeah, it's cool. I ask everyone on the show, what's your favorite place to eat in St. Pete?
Go ahead.
Mine is Rome Steakhouse. Yes, it's they're actually friends of ours that had a food truck next to our shop. It was called Red's Barbecue. They did great, and then they opened a steakhouse. It's right off 34th Street and like 38th Avenue. Small, might not even know it's there, but the food is my favorite. So Rome Steakhouse.
Rome Steakhouse. Okay, I like it. What about you, Willie?
I'm going with her.
Yeah,
I'm going with her. It's good, man.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that before.
I know you haven't. It's one of those gems. Yeah. Haven't been around for that long, a couple years. Yeah. They're from upstate New York. Yeah. Different flavor, phenomenal food. Yeah, and the vibe is good, and it's a lot of the times for me, if I'm getting off of work, I'm tired, I'm little, I don't want to really come to downtown. Mm-hmm. So it's location for me works.
Okay.
It's not in the in the hustle and bustle of a downtown St. Pete. So yeah, Rome Steakhouse is nice, and that wasn't a paid promotion.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, you guys are doing something really cool for the community. I love it. I love it. I think you're right. You filled an awesome gap. If people want to find you, where can they go?
Our Instagram is Wheel Paradise 727, and then we're on Facebook also, just as Wheel Paradise.
Wheel Paradise.
Yeah,
Check them out. Check them out. Go add some personality
come stop by.
to the cars. Yeah. Don't be getting in the wrong car because you think it's someone else's. That was a great example.
Literally happened today.
Yeah, that's a great example. We gotta get that thing fixed up.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been great. This is awesome. I know I'll bring the Telluride by the shop. We gotta figure something out and send my sister. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for everything you do for the community. Everyone adds a contribution in some way, shape, or form, and you guys are doing something really cool. So I'm excited to see what's next for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you made it this far, so they need one word. If they're still with us watching, what's one word they can comment below?
Unique.
Unique. Comment unique if you're still with us. Go check them out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll see you here on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Boom.
That was awesome.
Yeah.